Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 2 Cups of English. I'm Mark.
And I'm Sarah. Grab your coffee, tea, or whatever keeps you awake, because today we have a topic that is literally everywhere.
Literally everywhere. You cannot escape it. It's on your phone, it's in your computer, it's probably listening to us right now.
Laughs. Okay, don't scare our listeners in the first minute. But yes, today we are talking about AI, artificial intelligence. And the big question is AI your new best friend? Or is it your enemy?
Spooky. But seriously, Sarah, be honest with me. How many times did you use AI today?
Today? Let me think. I unlocked my phone with Face ID, that's AI, right?
Correct. Computer vision.
Then I asked ChatGPT to help me rewrite a slightly angry email to my landlord, so I sounded polite.
Laughing. The classic, please fix my tone request. So, you're already relying on it.
Guilty as charged. But that's the thing, right? It feels like suddenly, in the last year or two, AI went from being this sci-fi movie concept to something we use to, write emails or make funny pictures of cats wearing sunglasses.
Exactly. And that's why this is perfect for our intermediate learners. We hear terms like ChatGPT, algorithms, and automation all the time. But how do we talk about our feelings towards it?
So Mark, since you are the tech guy here, are you team friend or team enemy?
Oh, I am definitely team friend. 100%. Look, I'm lazy. I'm efficient.
Sarcastic, sure. Efficient.
No, really. Think about it. It's like having a super smart intern who never sleeps, never drinks my coffee, and never complains. What's not to like?
Well, we will get to the what's not to like part later. But let's start with the positive side. Why do you think AI is our best friend?
Okay, point number 1. Productivity. For our listeners, productivity just means how much work you can get done. Before AI, if I wanted to plan a trip, let's say, to Japan, I had to open 20 tabs on Google. Flights, hotels, food, trains. It's a headache.
Oh, I know that struggle. You end up with a messy spreadsheet and a lot of stress.
Exactly. But now, I just tell an AI, plan a 5-day trip to Tokyo, I like ramen, I hate crowded places, and I'm on a budget. Boom. Done. It gives me an itinerary in 10 seconds. It's like magic.
Okay, I have to admit, that is pretty cool. It takes the drudgery that means the boring, hard work out of the process.
Drudgery. Great word. Yes, it removes the drudgery. It frees up your brain to do the fun stuff. It's a tool, Sarah, like a calculator. Do you think math teachers hated the calculator when it first came out?
Actually, yes, they definitely did. They thought students would stop using their brains, which kind of happened. I can't do mental math to save my life.
Laughs. Okay, fair point. But we still put humans on the moon, right? Technology helps us advance. But let me ask you, Sarah, you used it for an email. Did it feel impersonal? Like fake?
That's the interesting part. At first, I felt a bit like I was cheating. Like, these aren't my words. But the AI actually suggested a phrase I wouldn't have thought of. It said, I would appreciate your prompt attention to this matter. I would have just said, fix it now.
See? It made you a better person. It made you polite.
Laughs. It made me sound polite. There is a difference. But Mark, here is my worry about the best friend thing. A best friend is someone who knows you, right? Someone you trust. AI knows us because it collects our data. Is that friendship or is that stalking?
Whoa, okay. Stalking. That's a strong word. But think about the algorithms like on Netflix or YouTube. When it suggests a movie you end up loving, are you mad at it?
No, I'm usually happy. But sometimes it's too accurate. The other day, I was just thinking about buying a new pair of running shoes. I didn't type it. I didn't say it out loud. And then bam! An ad for running shoes pops up on my feed. That is not a best friend. That is a mind reader.
Chuckles. Coincidence? Or maybe the AI is just predicting your behavior better than you can. It knows you haven't bought shoes in 2 years. It knows the weather is getting nice. It's just math.
Maybe. But let's talk about another aspect of this friendship: creativity. A lot of people say AI helps them be creative, but I've seen some AI art and sometimes it's weird. Have you seen the hands?
Oh, the hands. Yes. In the early days, AI didn't know humans only have 5 fingers. You'd get a picture of a beautiful woman with 7 fingers on one hand.
It's the stuff of nightmares. But beyond the glitches, can AI really be a creative partner? Or is it just copying things it saw on the internet?
That's a deep philosophical question, but for a learner or a beginner, it's a huge confidence booster. Imagine you want to write a poem in English, but your vocabulary isn't great. You can ask AI to help you rhyme. It's like training wheels for a bicycle. It holds you up until you can ride by yourself.
Training wheels. I like that analogy. So it supports you, but you still have to pedal the bike.
Exactly. You are the driver. AI is the GPS. And speaking of GPS, language learning. Since this is an English learning podcast, we have to mention how good AI is for practicing languages.
True. I have students who use AI to practice conversation because they are too shy to talk to a real person.
Right. An AI won't judge you if you make a grammar mistake. It won't laugh at your accent. It's the most patient teacher in the world.
That is a huge best friend point. It creates a safe space. You can make mistakes without feeling embarrassed. So, up to this point, we have: it handles boring tasks, productivity. It gives good suggestions, politeness. It helps with learning and confidence, no judgment.
It sounds like a perfect relationship. Why are you still skeptical, Sarah?
Because relationships require trust, and sometimes AI lies.
Dramatic gasp. Lies? You mean hallucinations?
That's the technical term, right? Hallucinations. When the AI just makes stuff up but sounds super confident about it. I asked an AI once to give me a biography of a famous writer. It told me he died in 1995. He is still alive.
Laughs. Oops. Sorry for killing you, sir. The robot said so.
Exactly. If a human friend lied to me like that with a straight face, I wouldn't trust them anymore. But with AI, we just say, "Oh, silly robot."
That's true. We have to fact-check our best friend. It reminds me of that friend who always has a crazy story at parties. You know he's exaggerating, but you listen anyway because it's entertaining.
Right, you take it with a grain of salt. Note for listeners: take it with a grain of salt means don't believe it completely. Be a little skeptical.
Good idiom. So, we agree that AI can be a helpful assistant, a tutor, and a productivity booster. It's looking pretty good for Team Friend right now.
It is. I'll admit, life is easier with it. But ease isn't everything. I feel like we are becoming a bit too dependent. Like, if the internet goes down, can we still function? Can you write that email without ChatGPT? Can you plan that trip without the algorithm?
That is the question. Are we upgrading our lives, or are we downgrading our own skills?
And that brings us to the darker side. The side where AI isn't just helping us, but maybe replacing us?
Deep voice. Dun dun dun. Okay, we are getting into serious territory. We've talked about the sunshine and rainbows, the helpful side of AI. But every coin has 2 sides.
Exactly. There's a lot of anxiety out there. People are worried about their jobs, their privacy, and honestly, the future of humanity.
Heavy stuff, but important stuff. So, we've established that AI is a great fair-weather friend, good when things are easy. But is it actually an enemy in disguise?
I think we need to refill our cups for this part of the conversation.
Agreed. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to look at the enemy argument. Will AI steal your job? Will it take over the world? Or are we just overreacting?
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
And we are back. You are listening to 2 Cups of English. Before the break, we were singing praises about AI. We talked about how it's the ultimate personal assistant and a great language tutor.
Right. We were definitely on Team Friend. But now, Mark, I need you to put down your rose-colored glasses. Note for listeners: rose-colored glasses means looking at things too optimistically, ignoring the bad parts.
Glasses off. I am ready to face the dark side. Lay it on me, Sarah. Why is AI our enemy?
Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The biggest fear everyone has: jobs. If AI is so efficient, if it can write code, translate languages, and even design logos, why do employers need us?
The classic robots are coming for our jobs argument. It's a valid fear. I saw a headline recently that said, AI won't replace you. A person using AI will replace you.
That's a catchy slogan, but is it true? Let's look at translators. Intermediate English learners know how hard translation is. It takes cultural knowledge, nuance, and emotion. But now, Google Translate and ChatGPT are getting scary good. If I run a company, why would I pay a human translator when I can do it for free in 3 seconds?
That's the hard economic truth. For basic tasks, humans are becoming obsolete. Vocabulary check. Obsolete means no longer needed because something better or newer exists.
Exactly. Obsolete. That is a terrifying word for a human being. And it's not just boring jobs anymore. We used to think, oh, robots will do the factory work, and humans will do the creative art. But look at what's happening now. AI is winning art competitions. It's writing scripts.
I have to play devil's advocate here. Note, playing devil's advocate means arguing for the opposite side just to test the argument.
Go ahead. Defend the robot.
Think about the Industrial Revolution. When machines started making clothes, the hand weavers lost their jobs. It was tragic for them. But it made clothes cheaper for everyone, and it created new jobs: mechanics, engineers, fashion designers. Maybe AI is just forcing us to level up. Instead of being the writer, you become the editor-in-chief of the AI.
That sounds nice in theory, but leveling up takes time. What happens to the people who can't level up fast enough? And there is something else lost here, Mark. The human touch. Let's say you are feeling sad, really depressed. You go to a therapist. Would you feel better if you found out your therapist was actually a chatbot?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Logically, if the advice is good, it shouldn't matter. But emotionally, yeah, I would feel cheated. I want to know that the person listening to me has felt sadness too. A robot can define sadness, but it can't feel it.
Exactly. Empathy. AI can simulate empathy, but it's fake. It's just predicting what you want to hear. And this leads to my second big enemy point: truth and trust. Have you seen those deepfake videos?
Oh yeah, like the ones where they make a famous politician say something crazy, or put a celebrity's face on someone else's body. It's incredibly realistic.
It's terrifying. We are entering an era where seeing is believing is no longer true. If I can't trust a video news report, and I can't trust a photo, how do we know what is real? AI is making it very easy to spread lies and misinformation.
That is undeniably true. AI is a tool, like a knife. You can use a knife to slice bread for your family, or you can use it to hurt someone. The knife isn't evil, but the potential for harm is huge. So, in this case, AI might be an enemy to the concept of truth.
And think about our students, Mark. Our English learners. If a student asks ChatGPT to write their essay, and they get an A+, what have they learned?
They learned how to copy and paste. Laughs.
Exactly. They didn't learn how to structure an argument. They didn't learn vocabulary. They cheated themselves out of the education. This is what I call the use it or lose it problem. If we stop using our brains to write, to calculate, to draw, will our brains get weak, like a muscle that you never exercise?
That is a legitimate worry. I remember phone numbers. Well, I used to remember phone numbers. Now, I don't even know my own mother's number by heart, because my phone knows it for me. If AI does all our thinking, we might become, well, stupid.
Laughs, you said it, not me. But yes, intellectually lazy. So, let's recap the enemy scorecard. Risk of job loss, obsolescence, loss of human connection and empathy, the death of truth, deepfakes, intellectual laziness, atrophy.
Wow, when you list it like that, it sounds pretty grim. I feel like I should throw my computer out the window.
Don't do that. We need to record the podcast. But this brings us to the final verdict. We have weighed the pros and the cons. Mark, has your opinion changed? Is AI a friend or an enemy?
You know, Sarah, listening to you, I realized something. It's not a binary choice. It's not black or white. I think AI is a frenemy.
A frenemy? I love that word. For our listeners, that is a mix of friend and enemy. A friend who acts like an enemy, or an enemy who acts like a friend.
Exactly. It's a frenemy. It's helpful, it's charming, and it makes life easier, like a friend. But if you turn your back on it, if you trust it blindly, or if you let it do all your work, it can hurt you, like an enemy.
I agree with that. It's about boundaries. Just like with a frenemy in real life, you need to set boundaries. Okay, AI, you can draft this email, but I will rewrite it to sound like me. Okay, AI, you can plan my trip, but I will choose the restaurant based on my own feeling.
And, okay AI, you can correct my grammar, but I promise to study why I was wrong, so I don't make the mistake again.
Precisely. We have to remain the captain of the ship. AI is just the wind in the sails. If you let go of the steering wheel, the wind will take you somewhere you don't want to go.
That is a beautiful metaphor to wrap this up. So, to our listeners, don't be afraid of AI. Play with it. Use it. It's an incredible tool for learning English. Ask it to explain idioms. Ask it to role-play a job interview with you.
But don't let it replace your own voice. Your unique perspective, your human mistakes, and your personality are things that no algorithm can ever replicate. Keep your critical thinking skills sharp.
And keep listening to 2 Cups of English, because unlike AI, we actually drink coffee and we actually make mistakes.
Laughs. We certainly do. So, listeners, what do you think? Is AI your friend, your enemy, or your frenemy? We would love to hear your thoughts.
Drop us a comment on our social media or send us an email written by you, not a bot, please. Until next time, keep practicing, stay curious.
And don't let the robots bite.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.